Welcome back out to another one of our student spotlights, and time for us to actually talk with a standout student here. Sam Hughes taking some time to talk with us. And Sam, you're a senior at Salida High School. First of all, how's the senior year gone?
Pretty good. It's kind of stressful, but I'm dealing with it. So
Stress and seniors, I think that just goes hand in hand with each other. You said that there's some classes you're really enjoying and hopefully have taken away from the stress. First, art is one that you really enjoy, and you say that's a passion for you. What got you first into art?
honestly, my mom, she had me start art classes when I was like 4 years old, and then eventually I kind of drifted away from that and went into music. And then freshman year, it's hard. It brought me back to that, and then I just fell in love with it, and I've been doing it ever since.
Well, something that you have a plan for keeping in the future. We'll talk more about that in a moment. But when you look back at the projects you've done this year, or even just through high school, anything that jumps out to you that you really felt proud of?
A few of them, yeah. I've done some pieces about like injustices in America and like police brutality and like racism against like Asian people, and a few other pieces that have explored like new medias that I haven't tried.
Kind of that modern art's really cool to see. And you also tie it in with psychology a little bit, and kind of just the way people interact with each other, just even by the subjects that you talked about. So that's another class that you enjoy here at the school, though. What about that class in particular here at Salida makes it fun?
Well, my teacher was really amazing. I had Mr. Maxwell before he left to go on his sabbatical, I think, but he was just really into and passionate about what he was teaching, and you could tell that he really cared about it, and he cared about his students, and he just taught it in a really amazing way, and that just sparked an interest in me.
You said that teachers that have that style really do so much for you when it comes to learning from them, but you also said the teachers that kind of bring a class discussion up to the forefront. You're going to be looking forward to hopefully having teachers like that in college.
Yes, I'm very excited for that, because I think discussion-based classes are very important to like formulate your own opinions and get them out there and receive feedback on them and develop them. So I'm excited for that.
Psychology seemed to be one of those. Any other classes here at Salida for kids that might be looking at that same environment that you would kind of push them towards?
I would definitely recommend the English 102 class with Miss Clark. It's a very small class. There's only about like 10 people in there, and Miss Clark is very focused on the students and what they want to do, and all of our assignments are like discussion based, so it's really helpful.
You said clubs and groups are also something you've taken part in. You're part of the National Art Honor Society, which I always think is cool because you're selected for it, not necessarily something you try to go out for. But the other one that you talked about is, you'll have to remind me of the name of it, but it's something to do with helping out other kids. Talk about that club a bit.
So it's called Restorative Justice, and I'm in the peer mediation sector of that. Basically, we just go around the school and we help settle disputes between students and students, or students and teachers, so that more harsh consequences aren't like taken. So we just try to help settle that before it gets worse and try to like restore the peace.
What do you enjoy about doing that, about trying to help somebody through a problem that's not just your basic, well, my pencil got stuck in my locker or something like that, but something that really can make people get along better?
I've struggled a bit, and I know how hard it is to like talk about emotions and to state your needs and to have those be met. So it's just a really great tool for getting that to happen, and like people help you with that. So it's a really nice way to just fix whatever disputes you're having and to settle arguments, and it's just really helpful to like speak about your emotions and get everything out there.
You're getting set for a big adventure, heading off to college, and your adventure is going to take you all the way to the other side of the country, onto the East Coast in Boston. First of all, what school are you going to be headed to?
I'm going to Lesley University.
You said you're going to be majoring in art therapy there, and that was something that I thought was really cool. Talk about where that idea came from for you.
My aunt is a therapist, and last year I was talking to her and I was like, I really want to be an artist, but I also want to be a therapist. And she was like, well, there's art therapy, so you should look into that. Basically, art therapy is, because I know most people don't know what it is, basically we just use art to help people. So some people can't speak about what has happened to them or their emotions, so they draw it out, and then we use our knowledge to like decode their art and to help resolve those problems.
You said Lesley is one of the best universities for going to, so I'm excited for you being able to get out there. Mm-hmm. Before you get out there, though, we'll bring it back here one more time. What are you going to miss most about Salida? When somebody on the East Coast asks you, man, what's it like growing up in Colorado? Because there really is no comparison. What would you tell them about living out here?
The nature is beautiful. It's stunning. I live pretty far out of town, so every night I get to go outside and see like all the stars, and you can see the Milky Way from my house, which is amazing. So I'm definitely going to miss the nature, and one thing that I would like define Salida by is the beautiful nature and like the rivers and the mountains and everything.
Definitely sounds like you're going to be able to take a lot of that with you in your mind and hopefully in your art as well. But Thank you so much, Sam, for talking with us, and congrats on being a standout student.
Oh, thank you.